Hey guys, I'm back with another mini album. I was working on this one in between working on my Halloween one, so they kind of both got finished relatively at the same time. Finally have a chance to videotape them, so I thought I'd share them both within the same few days. This one is a baby album. Two of my friends were having babies, and I always love looking at baby stuff when I'm shopping for their kids and stuff like that. And I thought, well, maybe I'll make another baby album. I haven't done one in a little while, and I wanted to keep this one gender neutral. However, there is pink pages in here, which I didn't pull out, so I don't know if it is relatively neutral. However, there is pink elements in here, and I don't know how parents of a boy would feel if they had an album with pink in it, but there's not too much of it, so I'm gonna go ahead and show you what I made. So on the front cover here, oh, I'd also like to mention that this is another tutorial from Cathy from So Much Scrap. I can't remember the name of this one offhand. It was one of her first 6x6 mini albums. It was a Valentine's Day one as well. The other one was One Love. This one was, I'm not sure, but I will link it down below so you can have a look at it or purchase it if you like. She does have amazing tutorials. I love her style, and I think her style fits very well with my style of decorating, so I really like using her tutorials. So for this baby album here, I used really cute paper from Prima, and it was called Bedtime Stories. I'm not quite a fan of typical baby paper with nappies and onesies and bottles and stuff like that. I kind of like more vintage look. Sometimes I don't even like using that traditional baby paper to make an album. I usually use like softer colors or whatever just to get something baby-like, but not quite that whole, I don't know, things that go with baby, like the booties and all that. For some reason, it just doesn't appeal to me. So when I saw this paper pad, it is geared towards babies or young children, but it was like nursery rhymes and that. So I really liked the graphics on it, so I thought I would use it for this album. So on the front here, I did some fussy cutting and some layering. And here's Mother Goose flying in the sky with the birds around her. There's a moon over here. This is popped up and it says baby. And down here I have Tell Me a Story, and I put some green stickles around it. Here is a little resin frame that I had from Michael's for quite a while, and sometimes I like putting frames on the front of mini albums, but it just has to go with what I'm doing, I guess. Sometimes I like bigger frames, sometimes I don't use them at all, but I thought I'd use it here. And what I did was I slipped in this itty bitty cut apart on a little ribbon, and you can use it to add your baby's picture on here, and it just slides right back in there. So you can just stick your baby's picture on the front of it and it'll slide right back in, or you can leave it as it is. There are some little baby pearls under here, and a flower from Michael's. And this here, I don't know where I got them, probably at Michael's, but I thought it was really cute. It's like a little branch with some flowers on it, and I thought I'd add that to the cover. So there's some lace along here, and this is some specialty paper that's been embossed, and it's kind of like this tan, kind of gold beige tan. It's got some shimmer to it, which I really like, and it went well with the paper, so I thought I'd use that on the cover. On the spine here, I have a little yellow ribbon, and I do have this nice little trinket. I found a few of them in the clearance section at Michael's, and I thought they were really cute and would go really well on a baby album. And So I used it on this one. The colors matched, and I did cut out a little image of a bird flying that goes along with the paper line, and I put some glossy accents on top of it to stick it in, and I think it looks cute. So I just left it like that. I didn't want to add too much. Sometimes I don't even like adding trinkets on the sides, but I did this time. This is the back, so it's relatively plain. So I did add this middle piece. There is a little spot here for journaling. It does not come out, but you can definitely use a pen and just put the baby's name or year or birth date or whatever. So that, and for the tie, I used just a simple ribbon. It has the ABCs on it, and I thought that kind of went well with a mini album for a baby. So I'm going to go ahead and open this up. And I've used this design before for a baby album, and I think it works really well. Over here is part of the papers, and it has a little girl, and it says, "Tell me a story, oh fiddle dee dee." And right here is a brad from the collection, and that just opens up this area right down here. So there's lots of space here for some pictures. And that closes up, and here is a mat, and I tried to coordinate the pages, the mats with the pages. So I used this same paper here and this on the back. So yes, there is pink in here. So maybe let's just call it a girl's album then. It's definitely suitable for either, but because of the pink, we're just gonna call it a girl's album. There is a cut apart here of a little baby, and I used some ribbon here as the pull ties. So that goes back in here. Over here, I have the cat and the fiddle, and here is a little swivel tag that I used here, and there's another brad from the collection, and this opens up, and it has kind of like the sky. So there's the stars on this one with the moons on this one. I put some little birds over here that I fussy cut out. So lots of room for pictures there. And this just gets closed like that. And this flips over. So you have another space for a picture here and another large area for, I put this here for journaling, or you can add another picture over here. The thing about this paper was it did have some nice pre-lined designs, which makes a great area for journaling if you can't write straight like I do. Like mine always goes on a slant, so it's nice to follow lines. So here's the mat for this one, and that is the back side. And there is a large mat on the inside that coordinates with the page as well. So there's lots of room for pictures in this one as well. On to the next page here. I used some lace trim that I also used on the front cover. There's a pink brad right here that came with the collection, and this opens up and it says Mother Goose nursery rhymes, and then it opens out like this. So lots of room for little pictures or some journaling on the sides. And here is a pocket, and inside here are some cut aparts from one of the 12 by 12 sheets. This might have been from the 8 by 8, but regardless, they were cut aparts from the sheet, the paper collection, and I added them for like small pictures. You can put a picture on one side and journal on the next, or just enjoy the paper. Yeah, so there's two little tags that go into this pocket. Here is another photo mat that pulls out and just kind of coordinates with this page, and that just closes like that. On this page here, I have the little girl again, and I left her open on the side so that you can tuck a picture behind there, or like I have here is one of the little cut aparts that I used as a little tag, so you can put some journaling or a photo on it. And this is just a flat back pearl that I had in my stash that kind of went with the papers I just adhered that down. So that opens up like this. So there's lots of room here for larger photos, and it closes up like that. And it has its own smaller mat in here, or the medium size mat. And that just goes in the middle, so it's like a belly band. And then there's the larger mat right here. And I fussy cut that little baby out and put that down in the corner. So that fits into this side. On the next page here, I have a couple of the chipboard. I bought the chipboard pack almost at the end of my decorating, but I did have opportunity to put some in here to decorate without getting it too thick. Here's a little flat back pearl that I added. Some more room for some journaling or a photo. It says adorable. And this opens up like that. And there is a pocket with a medium-sized photo mat in here. And that just closes up. And on the next page here, there's Mother Goose again, flying in the sky. And I used a couple brads over here from the collection. And that just opens up like that. And you can pull that down. And it closes up. And here is another cut apart from the collection. So picture on the front, or even journaling on both sides would be great. Some room for journaling here as well. And this flips up. And we have another pocket over here with one of the medium-sized tags. This was obviously from the 12 by 12 paper. I did buy a few of them because I wanted to cut apart some of the cutouts. And I only bought 2 paper pads, so I wasn't sure how much I would need or get out of 2, how far I would get with that. So I did buy some of the 12 by 12 sheets as filler here and there. So here is the large size mat. And that just goes inside the pocket. And this over here is another brad from the collection with a chipboard piece, a wee little story. And I used some more of that lace. So I open it up like this. And there's a couple more tags in here for some journaling or pictures. And that just goes in the pockets. Another one over here. And the medium size mat right here. So yeah, I guess I did use quite a bit of pink. There was only, I think, 6 different sheets in this paper pad, so I had something like 4 sheets of each or something to that effect. So I pretty much had to use what I had without pulling out all the pink. On the next page here, I used a flat back pearl. And this is magnetized and it opens up like this. So there's room for a large picture here, a nice size picture here, and this is the medium sized photo mat. And over here is the large photo mat. So here's the last page. This is just a flat back pearl that I had in my stash, and it's magnetized, so it opens up like that. And there's a nice little pocket over here with room for some journaling. And I put in a couple little tags in here just for some interests. You can put some journaling on the back or add some photos to them. The medium tag is here. And it just closes up like that. And on the inside back cover, I did put a bird chipboard piece there. This swings down and that opens up. And there's a pocket with the medium-sized tag in here. So that is my baby album. This one will most likely be for sale as well. Both of my friends have boys, so I don't think the pink would be, I'm not sure how they would feel about the pink. But anyways, so needless to say, we'll go with girl for this one, even though there's some neutral gender papers. So that's my girl mini album using Cathy from So Much Scrap, her tutorial. I will link that below as well. And also her Etsy shop where you can purchase the tutorial for her scrapbooks. Yeah, so I hope you enjoy this one. I really liked working with Prima paper. It was always fun to work with, and I thought it turned out really pretty. Love to hear from you, so leave me a comment below or any questions, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And thanks for watching. Bye!